Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Haba, Nick or Nahaba, and I'm bringing you a brand new video here today. And before we get into that, yes, I am wearing the exact same clothes as last video, and that's because I am grinding out a bunch of videos today so I can spend the holidays with my fiance before I have to travel back to the United States. That's kind of my goal here. So while she's at work, I'm gonna bust out all these videos so I don't gotta stress about it, and I can just enjoy the rest of my time here before I gotta go. Also, before we get into that, thanks for all the support recently. I really appreciate it. You guys are killing it, and it just, I don't really know how to explain it. It makes me so happy to see growth and to know that I'm helping people. That's always a good feeling. And yeah, also, I'm gonna swap over to this camera. I started a beat and all I have is this progression. I have a grand piano, and then my external hard drive kept disconnecting, doing weird stuff, and it corrupted the beginning of that video. So I'm just gonna roll from here, and yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So this is the progression I've got. I'm sure you guys have heard this a lot. It's nothing unique, nothing new, but here it is. So that's the progression. I'm actually going to drop my BPM a bit. We're going to go 135. So I'm going to take my bass notes here, and I'm going to highlight them and drop them an octave. I'm also going to turn down this piano because it's just loud. And now I'm gonna start on a top melody. So I like this melody. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna add some upper notes here now, just to spice it up a little bit. So I like this. I'm gonna take my lower notes here and I'm gonna press Alt S to strumize them. And then I'm gonna press Alt R to randomize all the velocities. But yeah, now I'm gonna duplicate over this melody and I'm gonna grab my middle notes here of my chord. I'm gonna throw them up an octave. I'm gonna just add some variation here. Something like that. But yeah, I am satisfied with this piano. I think it sounds really good. So I'm gonna throw it on the mixer, and I'm gonna add some RC20 to it. And I'm gonna go with vinyl 3. I'm gonna turn off the noise, swap the low EQ, take out a little bit of the highs, and turn down the distortion. Turn down the tone a touch too, and then I'm gonna throw on some reverb and turn down the mix knob a lot. So I think that sounds really good. So I really like this. I'm gonna open up prints here, and I'm gonna look for a pad to layer this with. I'm just gonna select a random one, pardon speech. All right, sounds cool. And I'm just gonna grab, I like grabbing my bottom note and my top note of the chord. I can already tell I'm probably gonna swap this sound, but we'll see. So I like this one. I think it sounds good. So I'd normally add more sounds to a melody than this, but I think this one's sounding really full as is. So I'm gonna start adding drums. So I'm gonna throw these on the mixer I'm gonna swap this to song, make a new pattern, and this will be my drums. And so I'm just gonna start adding stuff. So first, I'm gonna grab a clap, and grab a hi-hat, turn up the out knob a little bit so it's a little more snappier, crispier. Now I'm gonna grab an 808. I'm just gonna stick with the spins. You can never go wrong with the spins, except for when you can. I'm just gonna stick with this pattern. Just follows my progression. I think it sounds good. I like this open hat. So I'm gonna grab a kick. I'm gonna go with the rack kick. Press Alt K to make all my notes the same, so it matches the 808. I'm gonna grab a snare now. I think this one sounds really good. I'm gonna grab a second snare for before the clap. I think this beat is, I think it's done. I don't want to add anything else to overcomplicate it. I really like the vibe of it, so I'm just gonna mix out these drums and then lay it out. So I got it all mixed out. Just gonna throw this all on the playlist here. Duplicate it over. All right, so I've got this beat all laid out here. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick rundown. So for the intro, all I have is the piano, and then my tag's gonna hit, and then there's gonna be a riser into the hook. In the first 8 of the hook, I have every single sound I have on this. I like to stack my hooks and then make it simpler on the verse. And then second 8 of the hook, I get rid of the kick, but everything else is the same. Here's where it gets interesting. Going into the verse, I'm gonna eliminate that hi-hat there in the end of this, so it cuts off at the clap. And then I have a triple, and I think that sounds really good, and it keeps the listener wanting to listen, if that makes sense. But yeah, second 8 of the hook, I get rid of all the snares and the kick. And then it's gonna go into the bridge here, and for that I have the original piano melody. And I forgot to mention on the verse here, I click this little button and click make unique, and I made it just the chords, so the upper piano melody is gone, and that just adds some variation and opens up the verse a bit for the artist. And then second half of the bridge, I bring in all my drum sounds except the 808 and the kick, and it's gonna drop right back into the verse. But yeah, so that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a like. Comment down below, let me know what you want to see from me in the future. Let me know what you liked, let me know what you disliked about the video. Constructive criticism is always welcome. But with all that said, this is your boy Haba, Nick, or Nahaba, and I'm out. Peace.